As protesters leave Lagos ground, desert Abuja, Benin venues. And right there, Sanwo-Olu opens engagement channels, showing how to handle protesters. And another story at the corner here, Fintiri Kachuku Okocha give president more time. PDP, Okupe, Ezekwesili, others differ on presidential broadcast. 6 building material manufacturing hubs coming, says housing minister. And at the top corner, JAMB issues ultimatum to universities over illegal admission. How we are reforming economy, agreed others by Tinubu. Oyo Council chairman pull out of Algon, and ministers on path to boost intra-Africa trade. Another downstrip, Ladaja accepts beaded crown, Olympics quarter-final, President hails the Tigress. Those are the stories you find on the front page of the Nation newspaper. We'll move now to the front page of the Blueprint newspaper. Still talking about protest, Fintiri, Okupe, CISLAC, others hail Tinubu on broadcast. And the writers there says it's time to end protest, embrace dialogue, APC chieftain. We have issues with President's address, Atiku Falana, say. And another story here, decades of underinvestment slowing down nation's reform. Federal government is saying that the solution will come with short-term costs. Another story here, Nigerian new crude oil grade Utapati to boost production output. Enugu government approves 183 billion naira for 141 urban roads, 20 rural roads. And a sad one there, gunmen is said to have killed about 8 persons in an Imo community. At the top corner, NCC mandates telcos to improve transparency on call data charges. Olubadan stool, I'm ready to wear beaded crown. That's what Ladaja is quoted as saying. And in sports Olympics, the Tigress beat Canada to qualify for historic quarterfinals. And UK police arrest 100 over Southport stabbings riots. Some stories on the front page of the Blueprint. And to the Platform Times now, it's talking about a special report, how illegal mining threatens Ogun community with earthquakes, submersion, and that would be an interesting read. Another story here, Benue Governor sacks State Electoral Commission chairman. At the top corner there, hoodlums ransack Katsina churches, Kano court, steal guns, raise vehicles. Hoodlums chase hashtag end bad governance protesters from Lagos Park. IOM's Paola NAPTIP to train journalists on migration. And at the downstrip here, JAM directs institutions to disclose illegal admissions within 1 month. Tragedy strikes in Ogun, 27-year-old man dies in midnight fire incident. A really sad one there. Food inflation crisis, Agric Minister promises bumper harvest to alleviate hardship. Protests, US, UK, EU should impose visa ban on Wike, Inspector General of Police Security. Some stories there on the front page of the Platform Times. Theophilus.
The Nature News here says Obasanjo raises alarm on an impending civil unrest, attributes mass poverty to gas flaring, abandoning agriculture. Federal government to cultivate 10 million hectares of land, says President Tinubu. Anambra government on alert as disease kills 1,000 cows in Taraba. Of pangolin and Senegal's renewed conservation initiatives. Governor Diri meets protesters, promises solution to food price hike. Our members not part of protest, says Wapan president. Fact check, is air pollution responsible for 7 million deaths annually? North Korea performs diplomatic gymnastics in Olympic comeback. We move to Sporting Life newspaper this morning, and it says here, 2024-2025 summer transfer. No club willing to pay 120 million euros for Simeon. Nigeria not keen about Chelsea move. Susa eyes reunion with their Kong at Shabab Al Ali. Parma 4-1 for Atlanta 1. Lukman scores consolation goal. Fresh ankle injury hits Moses Simon. Galatasaray pulls out of McTominay race. Inter near new deal for Dumfries. World's biggest club, Mikel snubs Chelsea, picks Real Madrid. Liverpool to launch bid to sign £75 million euro UAE. Okay, pound rather. Bayern offer update on the Lions Man United transfer. How it stops Canada. The Tigre star, Nigeria first African side to reach quarterfinal. Afili says, I was determined to shine. Qualifies for 200-meter semifinals. Cross named Germany's Footballer of the Year. Of this and many more sporting stories in Sporting Life newspaper this morning.
Interesting. Congratulations to the Tigers for their historic feat at the 2024 Paris Olympics. But then there are some stories here that I'll quickly like for us to perhaps touch on before we move over to our conversation. And that is the matter of the federal government saying that we're going to be cultivating about 10 million hectares of land, all geared towards addressing the matter of food security.
True.
And they will be collaborating with the subnationals, that's the state governments, to be able to achieve this. So a lot of persons will be looking forward to how cooperative state governments will be at addressing these matters, because they are in charge of lands, and government can only cooperate with them, say, okay, this is what we have. We recall that government had given out fertilizers, some grains. So what can be done with what government has handed over to you? Yes, you have the farmers. Can you identify them such that this gets to the right hands, and then we begin to see the right results?
Food has been a major issue here in Nigeria, of course, and we've been talking about farming for the longest time. So if state governments can map out land for farming, it will make a lot of sense so that we can cultivate what we eat rather than import, because the price of food is not smiling in the market at this time. So if we had governments involved in agriculture rather than using the land to build infrastructures or build houses for mass housing, excuse me, and all of that, let's have a situation whereby we have an arable large expanse of land for agriculture and see how it works for us. It will definitely work for us because we're going to be cultivating our own food and it will be cheaper. Imagine coming from a place like Okupe in Lagos and bringing food from there, because we have large farms, and bringing it into mainland Lagos or island. You know how